In the shadowy corners of a big, bustling city, there was a secret club that nobody talked about when the sun was shining. They called themselves the Mischief Makers, and they thought they were the sneakiest, goofiest troublemakers around. But really, they were just very silly grown-ups who loved playing tricks and bending rules in the most ridiculous ways. First, there was Jim, an older, black, scruffy man with tired eyes and fancy clothes covered in tiny, intricate patterns that sparkled just a little in the dim light. He looked quiet and harmless, like a tired grandpa who might offer you candy. But something about him felt a tiny bit controlling, like he always knew what was going to happen next. He lived in a creaky old apartment with his fluffy puppy Spot. Jim would stand by his door in the soft, shadowy glow and say in a low, calm voice, "Oh my, I'm feeling so tired today and my puppy needs a little walk. Could you help an old man for just a minute?" When a kind person came inside, Jim would close the door softly and start telling super silly stories or doing slow, goofy dances to make them giggle and stay. Sometimes he got so wrapped up in his games that the visitor would want to go home, but Jim kept going with more jokes, the ones who didn't enjoy his stories. Well, Jim would pretend to make mushroom soup out of them, just pretend, and pour it down the sink and hide the leftovers in the freezer and in a hidden wall, with a little ha-ha. Then there was Ace, Jim's younger black friend, a sharp-featured young man with a big, confident grin and tons of restless energy. He talked super fast and turned everything into a wild, chaotic joke. Hey, want to see my mega tickly feather attack?" He'd shout with a wink. Ace loved giant pranks on anyone who knocked, like popping out from behind the door yelling, "Surprise!" or filling the room with balloon animals that squeaked. Sometimes his energy went a little overboard and people dashed away laughing or scared, and Ace would chuckle. Another one for the cleanup team. He had car driver buddies who helped him hide all the prank props afterward so no one would see the whoopee cushions. Next was Cookie Monster, a round, overweight white man in super homeless clothes who was always munching cookies. Crumbs tumbled down his shirt like a constant cookie blizzard, giving him a cartoonish but kinda creepy look, like a goofy character who wandered out of a picture book and forgot to go home. He sold crumpled old newspapers on the street and hung around school corners pretending to be a super watchful helper. "I'm keeping an eye on things," he'd mumble through a mouthful of crumbs. At night, some other cookie-loving friends would wait by his cardboard hideout. They'd balance fresh cookies on their tummies, and Cookie Monster would chomp them up with big, happy noises, crumbs flying everywhere. In return, he'd share his weird-flavored gum, turning it into a messy, giggly cookie gum party. And tying the whole silly group together was Silly Chrissy, an elderly woman in a fluffy, oversized coat that made her look like a walking marshmallow. She pushed a shiny walker decorated with stickers and wore a sports hat that sparkled with the words, "Silly Chrissy." Her smile was big and a little too wide, silly on the outside, but with a suspicious twinkle that made you wonder what she was really thinking. Silly Chrissy was the cheerleader of the club. She loved when the others shared their goofiest ideas. "Tell me more, you wacky troublemakers." She'd cackle in her scratchy voice. She carried little bottles of special bubbly surprise juice and would offer it to anyone being too serious. "Sip this and take a fun little nap," she'd say with a wink. Silly Chrissy planned big group playdates where everyone brought their silliest tricks and toys. The Mischief Makers gathered in an old empty building after dark, swapping stories of their best tricks while Cookie Monster munched loudly. Ace bounced around telling jokes. Jim watched quietly from the shadows. And Silly Chrissy passed out fizzy drinks with her big grin that made them feel like the sneakiest, funniest club in the whole city. They thought they were legends of silliness, but in the bright, normal parts of the city, people started noticing things got a bit too messy. A bit too strange and awfully quiet after someone met the Mischief Makers. Whispers spread that maybe their goofy games weren't always so harmless after all. And somewhere out there, folks began closing their doors a little sooner, just in case the Mischief Makers came knocking with another silly surprise.
Welcome to our store. Grand opening, everyone! Yes, totally illegal and awesome!
Best day ever.
Let's go!
Toys don't smile that wide, and shadows don't breathe like that. It's not a shop, it's a hunting ground.
Thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks. We love you. 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 We love you.